How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be focusing on how to complete Team Affinities fast for this big collection that's coming out today. So of course we know that there is a stub sale going on. It also ends today at 11:59 Pacific time, which is right around the same time that the collection reward will be revealed and into the game. So keep that in mind. If you want to prepare some stubs in advance, make sure you buy those. I purchased $60 worth of stubs yesterday, which was 150,000 for me. So I'll quickly go over where I was at with my Team Affinities when I talked about how many cards I think we will need for this collection yesterday, and I have made significant progress. If you take a few seconds to rewind back and forth and compare these two, I'll go ahead and get the face cam out of the way so that way you can see, those bottom left teams. I was at 65% for the Angels and then 63% for the A's and the Mariners. In order to get the face of the franchise legend, you need to be at least 89% for that stage 3 Team Affinity, or for the Team Affinities right now in this moment in time. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about my method and how I'm able to get these showdowns done so quickly. I have made a variety of these showdown videos, but I still get asked how I'm able to complete these Team Affinities so quickly. I have all 60 face of the franchise cards, so all 30 live series diamonds, and then of course all 30 face of the franchise legends. So with that being said, I think that we're going to need most of those cards, if not all of them, for the collection. We will have that coming out, like I mentioned earlier, in a couple of hours. So I'm really excited for that. I'm hoping that we get a big time reward. I don't really mind if my prediction is wrong with Reggie Stalker. I don't really mind if it's wrong with Alex Rodriguez. As long as the player is good and the community is happy with the selection, then I'll be good with it as well. I think that there's a chance for SDS to release some amazing content today. We could have more than one reward. I'm just going off my initial prediction. I'm not going to change any predictions right before, or I'm going to stick with the stuff that I initially thought. I'm not going to change my opinion based on someone else's thoughts either. So I'm going to hope for the best, and we're going to see what we can get later on today. So anyway, in this showdown here, I was able to get off to a pretty good start. We scored 4 runs. We have accumulated 7 outs at this time. But now is where we're going to kind of turn it around. We hit a 2-run shot with Corey Seager. I mean, Catfish Hunter's only at 31 pitches thrown. He does have, 120-something stamina to begin with. So, I mean, working the counts is going to help me. It's going to help me get pitches over the middle of the plate. But it's not going to come into play when we're dealing with the stamina attribute or the energy bar that he actually has. So we're focusing on the confidence bar. We're trying to get that confidence down all the way, and this is honestly the best way to do it. I know it's not the most likely situation to hit a bunch of home runs in a row, but this is what is really going to help you complete this showdown mode and complete these Team Affinities as quickly as possible. I really think that this is the fastest method. Even if you are going through and putting up buy orders for some of those gold cards and exchanging them to complete the Team Affinities that way, it can still sometimes take you more time to get all of those gold cards or silver cards than it would actually take you to complete a showdown like this that might take 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 25 to 30 minutes, depending on how many pitches you're taking, depending on how many foul balls you're hitting, and how many outs you get in the actual showdown. So anyway, we are able to hit multiple home runs in a row. We are going to get out in the middle here. We did have a streak of home runs, and now we're down by 4 runs with 12 outs remaining. This method, you are going to have to score 16 runs without earning 20 outs in the game. And if you think about it, you could probably do this if you're paying attention, if you're really trying to focus up, because if you think about it, with a lot of practice in this game, you should be able to score about 16 runs on veteran in a typical game against the computer. If you're playing, between 5 and 7 innings, because we're given 20 outs, but you don't want to earn all those 20 outs. So kind of just putting it in perspective like that, I feel like a lot of people would be able to score, 3 or 4 runs for every 3 outs that they get in order to complete it in this way. Or or something like that. So with that being said, I wanted to kind of go over some strategy that I have here. I mean, the clip glitched out. We ended up hitting a perfect fly ball home run with the Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager. And now I'm just going to take you all through some screenshots where I'm going to provide evidence that I am skipping all the way to the end. And then I'm also going to provide evidence of the vouchers and the XP that you can accumulate by completing the method in this way. I was able to reach level 50 prestige yesterday. And as you can see, I'm at level 46 right now. So to level up this many times in the prestige XP reward path in one day is kind of tough. But if you do Showdown for the majority of the day and just try and grind it out, I was able to read a lot of emails. I was able to prepare a few things for my teaching job while I'm doing this, kind of trying to multitask a little bit. But as you can see, I mean, we're making stubs back. We're going to be able to earn some stubs as we complete these voucher exchanges. Just a couple different examples on how to do this. I am going to get into one more Showdown, but I wanted to provide examples of this in itself. You know, completing stage 3, you guys can see that it's stage 3, taking on Face of the Franchise, Catfish Hunter, Juan Marichal, all these different types of pitchers. Here's Jim Palmer. A couple of these screenshots, I was down to my last out, and I was able to walk it off. So sometimes, you know, it can be challenging still, and I'll still fail it every once in a while. But if you get off to an early start, you hit a lot of home runs, you get the pitcher's confidence down, you do all these things, you avoid double plays, you avoid strikeouts, those types of things are going to prevent you from completing the Showdown in this way. Here's another example. We have 9 outs remaining. We're really only halfway into this Showdown, and here we're going to end up finishing it off with a base hit from Tony Gwynn. Another piece of advice that I would recommend is putting a lot of speed on your bench, having a guy that you can go to as a pinch hitter for your pitcher, unless you draft Shohei Ohtani, like I did in this case in the West Stage 3 Showdown. But earning these vouchers is very easy to do. Honestly, you don't have to do Showdown like this, completely like this. You can do a couple of moments or a couple of missions along the way and maybe skip to the end when you have like 5 to 6 runs accumulated. So that way you're only scoring, you know, 10 or 11 runs in total, knocking these Showdowns out. But this is really going to help us prepare for this big collection coming out. As you can see at the beginning of the video, I got up to 870,000 stubs. I will have some packs opened in this video, but that's not really how I got the stubs. I'm just going to spoil some of the packs. We are going to get a diamond pull, but I didn't get the stubs in that way. I decided to purchase some with the stub sale. I have put, you know, a couple $100 into this game. I put about $560, $580 after tax when it's all said and done in this year's game. But honestly, that's all thanks to you guys. I would not be able to do that if it wasn't for your support, if it wasn't for you guys enjoying the videos, checking out the streams, subscribing over on Twitch, as well as subscribing over on YouTube for free, and just checking out the videos. I mean, here we're going to go ahead and open up some packs from the Team Affinity. We have an American League center fielder. I thought for sure that this time it was Mike Trout. We get George Springer once again, and it is what it is, man. I was really hoping that it was Trout. I want the stubs, obviously. I wouldn't have had to buy $60 worth to help myself feel a little more comfortable with completing these collections, or I guess completing this big collection. Don't really know how it's going to be set up, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it. I did have, you know, a handful of these Team Affinity packs to open up, a couple Ballin' as a Habit packs as well. And honestly, those might as well be Ballin' as a Gold packs, but they are going to help us accumulate some stubs that way. Also good for exchanges upcoming here whenever they release Stage 4 Team Affinities. We will have that coming out, you know, in the next couple of months, however long it takes them to get to that Stage 4, whenever fall or winter hits. I'm not even sure exactly, but I'm prepared for this big collection coming out. I'm ready to go. Check out my previous video if you want to know about how many cards you're going to need for this collection, or kind of my prediction on that. But yeah, we're just going to wrap this video up with a few Ballin' packs. Thank you all for watching this. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. I hope to be live a little bit later, but I do have a lot of paperwork to go over, a lot of paperwork to read, and some teachers to get in contact with. I am trying to make a live video once this collection comes out to give my live reaction and my live thoughts about that. So hopefully I see you guys a little bit later on both YouTube and Twitch. Until next time, everyone, peace out and have a great day.